Welcome, ladies and gents. Emergency podcast number 2 in 2 days. And, well, Christian Horner gave us a massive bluff, hasn't he? He said we'll find out in a couple of days who's going to replace Sergio Perez, blah, 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 Yuki or Liam Lawson. Mate, the deal was effectively done yesterday. Why did you just not tell us? I mean, less than 24 hours later, Liam Lawson is confirmed as the Red Bull driver. Yuki fans like me, he gave us some hope, smashed us out the park this morning. Well, Liam Lawson, well done. He's got the dream job for him, the acid test in Formula 1, up against 4 times world champion Max Verstappen. He's a young driver. Like I said yesterday, he's got an awful lot to prove. Well, I honestly thought Yuki Tsunoda would be given the chance, just that extra little bit of experience to go in against Max. He's now more settled. He's smashed every driver that's come up against him out the park, beat Liam Lawson 6-0 in qualifying. But Christian Horner, the man that counts, Helmut Marko, the man that counts, went with Liam Lawson. Citing, actually, it's his racecraft and just that little bit of extra speed that they thought that Liam had. They felt it was close enough between him and Yuki. Yuki now 4 years experience. Liam, 11 odd races in the job. And they thought that just he's got an awful lot more to grow and more space to move than Yuki Tsunoda has. But that's not the place to do it at Red Bull Racing, is it? The place to grow is Visa Cash RB Racing Bull, your B team. You get your driver up to speed, have they got the balls and the metal, and then go from there. Yuki's proven he's had that, and he got overlooked, sadly. But I mean, I'm just feels like I'm hating a bit on Lawson at the moment. I'm absolutely not. A massive job for him now. An opportunity of a lifetime. These chances don't come around again twice. Look at Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, named a few that have gone on elsewhere and shown what they can do. Now it's down to Liam Lawson. Can he get up and close to the place of Max Verstappen? He's an absolute beast of a guy, and like I said, the pure acid test. Can you show what you've got over time? And the key reason that they went for Lawson over Yuki, like I said, was his race ability, the times being there or thereabouts with Yuki. Yes, Christian was saying he's slow over one lap, but he's got more to grow on that side. But it was his mentality, and Yuki explosions probably just didn't help, did it, when it come down to decisions. Liam Lawson, we've seen he's strong mentally, went up against Fernando Alonso this year. I mean, the master and the beast, and wasn't afraid there. He was racing around on the outlap with Max Verstappen when he sent him for Daniel Ricciardo in Zandvoort when that happened. And so they've seen that he's mentally absolutely tough. He had a brilliant time off in DTM, which was mentioned by Horner to go for Lawson, and it's all come down to that. Yes, Yuki I think is probably better all round, but they've just felt Liam has got the stronger mentality. But I honestly think that they've made a big mistake, and I kind of hope it doesn't come back to bite them, because I would really like Liam Lawson to do well, and it's really good to see a young guy go in there. We've been shouting about this for quite some time, and see what he can do. But yeah, his hats off to him. He's done enough, hasn't he, over the small period of time that he's been there. Can he kick on, and hopefully he doesn't let the pressure of fighting up against Max wield him down, and we've seen what it crumbled Sergio Perez in the end. With a young driver, we've seen what it did with Alex Albon, we've seen what it did with Pierre Gasly, and let's hope Liam Lawson isn't another one of them names that we then turn around and say, oh, what a talent he was, but he's gone on and proved himself elsewhere. And he can do the job, because, well, hats off to him. He put himself in that position to do that, and he's got the dream job. It'll be brilliant to see them two go up head to head. We've seen that he's not scared of a fight, and hopefully he can take that in with him. I'm sure Red Bull probably don't want too much of that. They want them to work together, and they've seen that they need that now in the championship going forward. How McLaren will work, how Ferrari will work with two brilliant drivers up alongside us. each other. Mercedes will have a similar issue with sort of Red Bull, aren't they? They're in the same boat. 2 young drivers promoted in there, 2 senior guys, Max and Russell, to guide that young guy, and Red Bull were clearly hoping for cohesiveness and teamwork, and it's probably one of the reasons why they've gone there. We've seen the Yuki explosions, which probably sadly have just cost him a little bit in the end, hasn't it? But I think Yuki has grown massively mentality. He'll be kicking himself. Where next for Yuki Tsunoda? Another year at Racing Bulls. He's not got any other seats, so it's daft to sort of jump out of seats and say anything stupid to put himself out. Should Lawson not do well enough? I mean, we've seen how cutthroat Red Bull can be. We've seen that with Gasly. We've seen that with Albon. They gave Perez certainly a lot more time than they've given the other two. Is that as a result of probably what the other two went out to do, and they thought Perez might turn this around? Who knows? Will they give Liam Lawson that gap now that they gave Perez? Who knows? I really hope they do. But he's got 1 full season at least, signed up in 25, and it's brilliant to see what he goes up against. And now there is 1 more seat left on the grid next to Yuki Tsunoda at the VCARB team. All eyes now potentially on Isaac Hadjar getting the promotion up, and what a season of promotions for these young guys to come up and potentially get that seat. Absolutely brilliant to see in Formula 1. I really love this young new talent. There's so many guys coming up now. Who's going to perform in 25? It's a massive job for a lot of them, and I can't wait for them to get started. In other news though, and it's not just the Red Bull show, Valtteri Bottas returns to Mercedes as predicted for quite some time, as their reserve driver for 25. Makes absolute sense. He didn't have another seat to go to. He's well in there with the Mercedes guy, didn't leave on bad terms, and well, it gives him some sort of F1 experience, keeps him in the loop for 26 potentially with GM coming, and it's a really wise move from him to potentially keep that door open should that come around. But there we have it, Lawson Sainz for Red Bull. Not really a surprise, I suppose, when you looked at all the news outlets. Everyone was sort of hinting it's Liam Lawson's seat. Yeah, I kind of held some hope for Yuki. Spare a thought for him, but thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. As always, see you next time.